What's up, guys? Welcome to the Anime Sensei channel. Before we start this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon if you don't want to miss our future videos. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the list. Ten. Isekai wa Smartphone. The anime's name translates to, in another world with my smartphone. And that's exactly what it's about. Tuya Mochizuki gets struck by lightning, but it was all a mistake, so he's offered a chance to live in a fantasy world as well as a wish. He happily accepts the offer, and as for that wish, he wishes to keep his smartphone in this new world. So he begins his adventure in this new world that is filled with magic, and all the girls are dying for his attention. Yep, that's a harem anime for you. Now, if this anime was for you, you would have already known that by now. But if you think that this anime is not for you, you could be wrong here. Isekai harem anime aren't all the same after all. This is also good enough to watch. 9. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered, but overly cautious. The main character of this anime practically embodies the popular phrase, "You can never be too cautious." If something requires him to prepare, he'll do so rigorously, all the while imagining the worst scenario possible. He'll do whatever he can and go even further beyond in terms of being careful. He'll never stop at anything unless he's prepared more than enough. That's the protagonist, Seiya, for you. He's summoned by Reincarnated to save a world that's on the brink of destruction. From there on out, Seiya takes every precaution possible. He trains himself to an extraordinary level, always expecting the unexpected. He makes sure that he's prepared absolutely 100%. I'd say this is one of those refreshing anime that laughs in the face of overused tropes. Not very serious, but very entertaining. 8. Kinja no Meigo. Being a prodigy from birth with countless powerful spells learnt as a childhood is one thing, but having a national hero as a caretaker and a grandfather is a whole different matter. Shin is infamous for being the grandson of the hero of the nation Merlin Walford, which puts him on the kind of pedestal no one wants to be on, having to fill in such gigantic boots. However, Shin proves he's his own man every time by dispatching enemies with ease. It almost feels like he's cheating. He's strong, smart, wise, and most important, badass. One problem though, he sucks at communicating with others. 7. Watashi. Noryoku wa Inkichi deite ita yone. Some people wish to be special, while others despise their stars for making them stand out. After Misato Kurihara's death, she was reincarnated to another world with a wish to be granted as well. Her wish, however, wasn't to be rich or powerful or anything like that. Instead, all she wanted was a normal life with average powers that will allow her to lay low, not stand out so much, and just live a normal life. However, this goddess' understanding of average was a bit off and ended up giving her powers that are so broken she couldn't hold back and not stand out compared to others around her. With her powers revealed, she leaves her country and joins the Hunters Academy in hopes she can blend in using an alias called Mile. Let's hope for her sake she can blend in this time and not stand out. 6. The Faraway Paladin. This year has been without a doubt the year of isekai, so when it comes to this genre, there will always be some anime that are overlooked and not receiving the attention they deserve. Saihate no Paladin is one of those shows that deserves more love. Adapted from the light novel with the same name, its premise alone should be interesting enough for anyone, as it was never attempted before a kid to be reborn in a fantasy world and raised by 3 undead characters acting as his parents, and teaching him all he needs to know. And surprisingly enough, you can actually relate to them and love them pretty easily. And even though the character so far isn't that interesting, the goal he's working towards is, and deserves more recognition for that. 5. Spirit Chronicles. Isekai reincarnation again. However, this time, the new body the soul is sent to doesn't lose its sense of individuality. Rather, the two share the same body with all their experiences and knowledge fused together into one mind and soul of 2 people, but in one body. That's a new one to say the least. Ryo, an unfortunate soul, watches the murder of his mother powerlessly and swears to avenge her. But for now, he has to learn to accept the new host in his body and learn from him. since he'll need all the help he can get in the prestigious Bedtram Academy. 4. Kamitachi, Nihiro Wareta Otoko. Welcome to one of the most wholesome isekai anime out there. This anime is so cute and adorable it will make you go like, "Aw," and how cute half the time. This anime will single-handedly uplift your mood and make you binge watch it completely. Even though the premise of the show is somewhat childish, it was still fun to watch it, and I enjoyed every moment that had Ryoma in the frame. Like any isekai, it starts off with the MC's death and reincarnation. Ryoma reincarnates, thanks to the grace of 3 deities, into a new world filled with magic and powers that he gained. What does he do? He enjoys his time and lives it to the fullest after being exploited in a low-wage job and dying of work exhaustion. It's time for him to live a little and have fun, something I personally related to at the time. 3. Knights and Magic. This anime is packed full with mecha action. The main character is an otaku who dies in an accident and is reborn in the medieval kingdom of Frimavilla. This kingdom is facing a fierce battle against the demonic beasts and citizens with magical powers, controlling powerful mechs into the warfront. Now reborn as Ernesti Echevarria, the young man has ample magical abilities, and he must now enroll in the academy to become a great pilot and save mankind from the brutal forces of the beasts. 2. Sekai Saiko no Ansatsusha Isekai Kizoku ni Tensei Suru. The world's greatest assassin is betrayed by the same organization that raised him, only to die by their hands in an ambush, desperate on his deathbed. He is represented to a goddess that promises to revive him if he kills the hero for her, and obviously he accepts that request, being reborn as the son of a noble family of assassins. He now has to gather allies and build up his strength, as well as hone his assassin skills if he ever hopes to stand up against the hero and defeat him. And for some reason, he finds himself surrounded by girls from all sides. Lucky bastard. 1. Kumo Desuga Nanika. We follow the story of a girl that got reincarnated in a labyrinth swarming with monsters as a small defenseless spider. In the wild, it's eat or be eaten. Being at the bottom of the food chain, the newly reincarnated spider has to find a way to survive in the harsh environment she found herself in. She has to adapt to her new reality and discover her strengths while covering her weaknesses. Who knows? She might even end up becoming the next almighty demon king. And with that, we conclude our video for today. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!
If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's be by. Put Steins Gate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, push through hell like gun grape. That's a story to tell if you